So I'm Paal Soberg. So I'll talk to you guys about what Magento 2 means for you guys as merchants and business users of the administration system. So as you can see a bit about me, I'm a Magento solution consultant. I've got 4 years experience with Magento. I'm a certified solution specialist. So what I'll talk about today is quick overview of the changes to the Magento admin interface. I'll select top 5 features as I see it, and give you some animation about it and talk about it. And then I'll have a short recap at the end of it. And it's not all about just technical stuff as Alice said, it is some actual feature improvements as well, on new features. So admin improvements, what's changed? So, new for Magento 2 is the configurable and flexible grids. So you got that in order management, your product management and content management. So you can drag and drop columns as you please. You can add and remove columns, which is new. With Magento 1 that was something you had to get a developer to do. You got improved filters. I think maybe it does it by itself. You got improved filters, so it's easier for you to drill down to the data you want to see. And you can save custom views, and I think this is really powerful features, especially when you got multiple admin users. So if you have set your columns to be in a specific way to show specific data on your order management, for example, you want to see the payment method has been used, and you can combine this with the filters as well to specify orders with PayPal, and you can save these views, and you can save multiple views. There's no limits on this, so you can easily get the data you want, and your colleagues can get the data they want just by clicking and changing the views. I'll show that in a minute. Sorry. Creation of products. So the workflow for creating a product has greatly improved. It's much easier, more intuitive, and I'll show you how much that's improved in a bit. With the latest version of Magento 1.14, you had an image product attribute, which you can use to create, for example, a configured product for t-shirt sizes, colors, etc. Now with Magento 2, they've added the text attribute and a color attribute, which makes it a lot easier for you to create configurable products. The navigation, that's some big improvement, so that's tied into the new UX of the Magento 2 admin, as Alice said. It's moved to the side, and it's a lot easier to get move yourself around the Magento 2 interface. And as Alice said, it's responsive and touch-friendly, which means that you can use your tablet or phone to view your orders, or you can even take orders when you're at an event using the admin interface. And obviously there's some performance improvements, so more concurrent users. I won't go into that into detail, but there's more, more concurrent users can use Magento 2, which was a bottleneck in Magento 1. So what is my top 5 features? So that is configurable and flexible grids, save custom views, creation products, navigation, and responsive and touch-friendly designs. So first of all, I'll show you the configurable and flexible grids, and as you can see here, I can easily add and remove columns as I please, and it will just quickly update there. There's no lag time at all, and I can just drag and drop the columns, which means I can configure this grid to what I want. This is the catalog grid, as you can see. And if I combine this with saving custom views, so again, I'm just customizing the columns, and I just saving the view, and I can quickly change them between my new view and the default quite easily, and it will just update straight away. Again, there's no lag time. This is not a particularly fast server either. And I haven't got that demo here, but you can combine those with the filters as well, as I said before, and save in these views. So, creation products, in terms of product types, it's the same as you can expect in Magento 1. There's Magento 1 Enterprise, there's no additional product types, but the new journey is when you start creating the product. So, you've got a new concept in Magento 1 we call the attribute sets. In Magento 2 it's called product template, and you can actually add that just there. and it will update your product admin screen with the new attributes for that particular set, and you can change that attribute set, also product template, at any one time during the journey. The image is quite easy. You can just drag and drop, or you can just add it quite quickly. All the minimum required attributes for creating a product is all on one screen, so you don't have to go through multiple tabs as you have to do in Magento 1. Categories is really easy to add. As you can see here, I'm just typing in the category, and you'll just pull down a list. I can even just create a new category quite easily without leaving the product admin screen, which is a big improvement. It makes it a lot quicker for you to create products if you're using the Magento catalog system. And you can do the same with attributes. You can add as many attributes on the fly whenever you want it, rather than go to a separate screen. And you can even save that out as a new product template or attribute set if you use the Magento one. Oh. And here's the new navigation. So you can see it just pops out from the left. With Magento 1, I found it myself when I started Magento nearly 4 years ago. It was quite hard to find what when I clicked on the navigation menu, it wasn't what I expected it to be. But obviously with when I used it for ages, it was second nature to me. But now Magento 2 is a lot easier. If you're new, you'll get to grips with Magento a lot quicker. When you hover over stores, you sort of what you see under that navigation is what you expect to see. And this ties into the responsive design. So this is an iPhone 6 landscape. You can see the navigation work exactly as you'd expect. You can view the orders. So it means that if you want to look at what orders you got late at night on the tablet and mobile, you can easily do that. And I think this, I'll show the tablet one. The same thing. Also, you can the tablet view is quite similar to the desktop because you've got a large screen space. But I think this opens up an opportunity if you are selling products at events, trade shows. You can actually use the Magento interface, admin interface, straight off your tablet rather than using a separate system to take these orders. So in summary, so there's some great improvements, some new features, although others don't like to admit it, that cater for more concurrent users. So with that mean obviously the performance improvement, as well as being able to configure the columns and saving custom use. There's obviously an improvement of the product creation workflow, which is really good compared to how it used to be. And obviously the responsiveness is great. We've done responsive front ends for years now, and finally admin is catching up. So, and the last one obviously is more to Magento 2 than just code improvements. There's some features as well for us, the non-developers. Here a session where, as Richard said, we are doing quite a lot of content out there to provide information to you guys and technical users as well. So we're doing both technical and non-technical guides. There will be a lot more coming, but currently we've got Magento 2 and Composer by James Cow, who's downstairs now. That's available on that URL. And the Magento 2, the Essentials, is a non-technical guide to show you how you can set up a new Magento 2 store from scratch. It was written by myself and Andrew Stokes, who's just behind there. That is in proofreading at the moment, so it will be available sometime this week on the same URL. And if you sign up, you will be able to get the information about the guides as they come out. And that's it. And I think there will be a Q&A at the end. Okay. Thanks a lot.